Gonna go try and find a second right here. Walks right into his gunfight here. And that is Chibusu gone as well.
And Choppy is at least able to get a bite back there, gain some control back over Dragon Door. You can see they've still got the stretch, but you're looking at just over a minute. Another FNATIC player falls. Isle is able to take care of Mag. There's Ramu with a huge swing round. Almost doesn't get the full connection there. Does get picked up as that, but there's Choppy with a bit of a response. So 2 versus 1. Just over a minute, 10 seconds. Took pretty much everybody out of the engagement. Static slipped one way, tucked behind the throne itself, sort of baiting on the door. Choppy suffers a bit more, but not really much you can do there.
He had a great round, we have to say. Managed to pick up some important kills for the team of FNATIC.
They're ready and ripped and torn and go. They're up. They're going to go for the swing. They missed the first player, though. Well watched by Mag. He had that caught out. Lily gets one on the top of the stairs and one more for good measure. Arcade Stairs is falling into their favor. MV Taylor a little bit late to the party.
Well read when the Candelas came out. It's often the call sign of, hey, the push is coming through right now. Mag watching the hatch is crucial as well.
There's no impact angle them to be able to try and get this. They're not going to try and trick it, but they're going to hold off and pull back at the last possible second. Chibusu gets Child. They're charging their way through, and Lily is able to get one more on the cross angle. They've suddenly suffered from the huge back end all the way on the side of bunker. Grenade takes care of Ramu, but without anything to try and push themselves further, it turns into this.
That's going to be a shield. He now has the opportunity to go for a plant as soon as the fire next to him is out. He tries to punch the shield to shatter it, to not give them any information. That's a C4, but the kill came through. MV Taylor shut him down before, and they need to go aggressive now.
Unbelievable. They've been able to pull this plant off here. FNATIC just couldn't get the snap in time. It's only one player left, MV Taylor. He doesn't quite get the angle there. An important bite back.
But he's definitely still trying to go for a bit of a pixel peek onto the player, and we'll find him as well. Good boy taken out. And that is a tight angle held successfully for FNATIC. He finds a second.
Obviously, the Kite that can potentially play against this in the manner that they're doing with a C4 ready to loop over the top. They have a bit of the stun. There's the C4. It drifts a bit too wide, and the breach comes together, and there's Static picking up Mag in the meantime. They just got themselves tucked on the close angle. MV Taylor finds Lily. Suddenly, they got 2 bodies, but only 20 seconds. Oh no! Shile takes care of MV Taylor on the far end. Everything started to look so good, and then everything started to look so bad. A 3 versus 1. The C4 is pitching shot out of the wind, but here just tapping a pistol at nothing. There's a body close here on the swing on the door. As in the meantime, Arakaze's gone down. There's Mag. Takes care of MV Taylor, keeps the back end locked. The buck at least gets picked back up, but still, that's, I believe, another victim to the angle at the top of Arcade Stairs.
It is, and as Lily's going a bit aggressive right now, trying to take Cafe under control, they are pushing up the Arcade Stairs here. That was the only point the shotgun was going to be very helpful, but he will be traded out. It's a very tight angle he did not see right there. Gets swung on by the side, misses the opportunity to go for the gunfight onto Mag, and Chibusu comes around the corner from the yellow stairs, will lock it off, and that's another round for FNATIC.
It's another frustrating moment there. That's fishing further and further around the corner. A bit of an impact EMP, and the hop over the close wall with the pre-fire means that they're now stuck in and seeing if they can get the plant down. No cover from it, but Chibusu does find Child on the back end. The C4's over the top. It doesn't quite get the catch. MV Taylor, in fact, gets the double right through onto bunk. They did send the player. The Nomad dropped inside the bunk side there, and well, they did enough to stop the plant down. As I said, there wasn't quite a presence on the back end. Pick up here by Ramu and Chibusu. Well, it doesn't last very long. Static shows up. Sandbox get a second.
Exactly what I said. They need to send someone over towards the bunk and daycare area. But FNATIC still have a long way to go. They might be angling themselves towards it, but there's still players around. Shao will be taken out by Mag.
Oh, 15 seconds. When's he going to strike? Now, he's able to get at least one off the back. They've dropped the hatch on side split and dropped inside split almost instantly. Mag and Lily, all that's left. They're trying to find a way around, but there's a crouch player lying down. The kid's cold. And that is Sandbox. Just been able to win it out there by time. They had themselves set up with a couple of traps and a couple of different power play pockets. Yes.
Now they have.
And yes, second drone. Where are you going to go, good boy, at this point? Into the engagement, takes care of Choppy whilst being actively droned. About to get sprayed through this wall, you assume. No, Mag pulls himself back. Flourish of luck, and suddenly Sandbox, they're up in a position. There's a grenade that gets cooked a little bit too long. Shile finds Mag. In the meantime, they've lost their hard breach. They've lost their Iana. They are only down to Ramu in a 5 versus 1, and I think this is about to be 50 seconds stood on an AC vent.
That's going to be 4-4. Equalize the scoreline here.
There's MV Taylor now with the lock-in on the side here of... Ooh, Chibisu's head removed. Suffers a little bit. I think Choppy was on the other end of that engagement. Arakaze, do they know? Oh, it doesn't matter. There's a bit of a fight, but look at the timer, 10 seconds. And there's one more for Arakaze round on the back stairs, taking care of Arcade. Static is able to keep himself surviving with another double. I believe he's on about 6 kills to no deaths since the rehost. They also sent another player to offer some support here. FNATIC are chasing ghosts and suffering because of it. The cap can on the door on the route round catches out Choppy. They've got to see if they can just try and fight through what they've got open now with only 15 seconds. It's going to be doors, and it's going to be 3 very aggressive gunfights from the 3 remaining players. Different angles. Lily's still on the second story. There's Ramu getting one on Split. There's Split biting back. MV Taylor caught from above, though. Lily, he drops down from the top hatch. It's 2 versus 1 versus 1. Sprinting towards the last player. Cannot quite make it. Didn't quite know where he was. There's that noise being responded to. Choppy fires through, opens up a bit of an angle, just sees the tail end, but MV Taylor just strikes back in time. Maybe start to apply some pressure onto the site, round the back of Train. There's about to be a swing. There it is. There's 2 bodies, though. Spoilt for choice, and now spoilt out of the round itself. Ramu's going to dig round the corner, puts the fight in. Chile has something else to say about it. Chibisu gets Arakaze in the meantime. There's the yellow pings. Now knows exactly where Shile is. You see him a pre-fire around the corner. There it is, takes one pretty easily, the 2 versus 1, and Arcade Stars has to act now. They're trying to swing themselves around, hoping they go behind the shield at this point. Oh, they pull off just at the worst possible time round on the back end. They're able to get the fight onto 1. It's now a 1 versus 1 through the soft, does a lot of damage, does a little bit more, cannot quite get the full connection, 40 seconds. Time for a reload, want to be gifted, more pre-fires, more angles, they're popped round. There it is! Static with a monumental 10-1 over the past 5 rounds. Carries it home.